Hey, hi. So I think this will be the last video, but the thing is, I will be adding more videos to it because I think there can be more videos added. But yeah, will be the last video of this playlist. But let me know how was the video at the end of this. But yeah, so let's start with the last topic, which is there, which is Docker YAML file. So what exactly does this? Docker Compose. Sorry. So the thing is, right now, if you remember in the last video, we typed where is that very big code, Yep, here we go. So if you remember, this was the very big code which we ran, and this is not really feasible, right? So, so with the Docker Compose, it solves two things. So first is this type of issue, like instead of writing this much big code, okay. And second thing is, let's say right now, currently we have like let's say for node.js it will create another container, for mongodb it will create another container, so it will create different and for react it will it will create a different container. So the thing is, instead of writing it, so right now we are currently deploying it for only one application, okay. Like this might be the node app, react app or whatever, but the thing is, we can have multiple folders here, okay. Like one can be a react app with this app, okay. And we can have multiple apps. I think I will make a video after this because I think it has to be because there's a big conversation here, okay. So the thing is, managing all this file, like imagine this is a API file, okay. And let's say there is another folder named with that is a react app, okay. So the thing is, managing this both together is really quite complex if you take it on a very big scale, okay. So the thing is, with the help of YAML or Docker Compose, it solves the problem, and it will automatically create container of the both folders together, and at the same time it will create, like it will have all this thing running up with just one single command. So let's do this. So for that you have to write docker compose dot YAML. Okay, so this is the YAML file which we will be creating. So here few things you have to write, note it down. So first thing is, now let me just type docker. I will talk about that few things right now. Docker, I just check it. Docker compose version. So right now it's 1.2 1.292, okay. Okay, so this is what I actually checked it, but it really doesn't matter, okay. So right now, first thing is first we have to define the version. So while I'm making this video, it's let's say 3.8, okay. And next thing is, we have to define something called services, okay. So in services, now in the YAML file, make sure that you give an intent, otherwise it might bring problems, okay. So I write the API here, since this is the folder structure which we will be working. And after that, yep, type build, okay. And here you just define which should be built. It should be built in the app, right? Sorry, it should, the directory is API, yeah, this one, okay. So next is the container name, container underscore name. So this will be a temporary name, that is, let's name it as API underscore C, okay. And then we have to define what I say. Okay, there's a problem, 1 minute, I just check. Okay, so there is a space to be added, okay. And now let's define the ports. So the ports, while you are think there should be an indent here also, sorry. Okay, so while you're defining port, there should be a proper indent here, and then you define 4000, that 4000 here. Okay, now let's talk about volumes. Okay, volumes, fine, and here we will be giving an intent again. Okay, and this will be the what, the API folder which we have, and this we will be mapping it with the app, if you remember. So I just scroll it down. So if you see, right now we don't have to write this whole thing here, this much. Okay, till docker tut we don't have to define it, because since it's in the root directory, so we are defining it this much. Next, enter. Then for the node modules, if you remember, enormous volume, so it's app underscore node node modules, right? Node modules. Okay, so that's it. So once we have done this, now let's try to run this up very quick. So I think there might be an intent issue, but yeah, I think everything is quite great. Let's try to give it a space here. Okay, so this should be everything here. I really hate indenting, but yeah, I think there are some VS Code extension also. You can just let me know in the description. Okay, so right now we have defined this. Okay, so now let's try to run it. So the command is docker compose, and I think it's up. Yeah, it's up. So now I just press enter. So if you see, it will run things up very quickly, and now we are back. So if you remember, instead of writing things like that, oh god, it was really hard to remember also, I'm telling you, man. Okay, but yeah, now we are doing it like this, and APIC is our container name. So if I show you here, docker tut API, if you remember, now if I show you the container, it has automatically created it. And yeah, so with docker, like the docker tut is this. So what it will do is, it will, like, let's say if you have multiple, I told you, right, React on multiple, it will create different containers here, and it will run all of them at once. Okay, so this is the beauty of docker compose. So if you remember, if you have worked in SAMP in PHP, so you just click on start on each of them, it will automatically run MySQL, PHP, all of these things together. So this is what it basically does is, so yeah, so once and if you remember, see here, the docker tut API, it automatically creates it. Okay, yep. So right now, if I try to like do a change, everything will be still the same. Yes, it's completed. Now if I try to save it, and now if I try to view it, yep, it's completed. Okay, yeah, so this is how the docker compose is. And yep, so I think things are quite completed. And if you have any problems, just do let me know in the comments. I think I will be making more videos. Okay, and just do let me know how was the series. Yeah, see you in my next video. And please, I really forget to tell in every video, but please subscribe if it really helped. Okay, come on, you can do it.